And we are live. Welcome back, everybody, to this exciting new installment in our Avatar Legends series. Today we have myself, that's Olivia for those watching, Orange, our wonderful GM, Ufa Boy, who is our lovely host, and Crow, who's here and is kind of the focus of the arc with their character Dae-hyng. And that is all the pattern that I'm going to keep up for now, because it's hard to keep that up for like high periods of time doing energy.
Good streamer energy, but like
I know, right? I don't know who can do that.
Did we ever have an intro like that before?
Yeah.
Nope.
I mean, yeah,
Liv has done it once before.
Maybe. Yeah. I didn't do that exact thing, but I did something similar.
You hit the same energy level though.
Yeah.
Anyway, so last time we left off with basically all of the heroes are in bed awaiting their tribulation tomorrow in the Earth Kingdom town in which they find themselves.
Except me.
There's some kind of something weird going on with the mines, and they need to help with that. But your character Noae managed to piss off a bully who
we're going to her backstory.
Kind of just hated her guts anyway, and now he's attacking her with two of his cronies. And so let me just reset the scene for this whole encounter. Noae, you jumped up into the rafters above your bed. Daquan kicked the door down, and he entered, and so did his two friends. He is jumped up and is currently hanging from the beam that you're standing on. His female companion has leapt up onto the rafters, but sort of on the other side-ish of this small room.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a male companion still on the ground. You hit everybody with the one-liner, went something along the lines of, the difference between you and me is that I don't care about this house. Yeah. And then you did cat claws, fire flames, going to attack them.
Well,
now,
I did Fireblade, and I aimed for the environment just to knock them to the ground, because you can destabilize their footing or rip apart the surroundings. So.
Sure. So you're not aiming at anybody in particular, is what you're saying?
Mm-hmm.
What are you? You're just aiming at all of the rafters? Who are you trying to knock down, or what are you trying to accomplish?
Well, there's two people in the rafters with me, correct?
Yes. One of them's hanging directly below you, and the other is on their feet on the rafters at your level.
Can I go for both? Just destroying this environment around me?
You can. I would say, I think you have to make the decision, because if you're going to Daquan is hanging from the rafter you're on. So you either have to destroy the rafter that you're on, or destroy a whole bunch in the area in front of you.
I got two claws, right? I can just go either side of his hand.
So here's the deal. You could do both if you push your luck. You could do one if you want to rely on your skills and training.
I'll just do one for now.
Okay, which one?
The dick.
Cool. Gotcha. The Dick Quan, as it was. All right, so you're gonna try and rely on your skills and training to slash at him. I'm going to give you, since you had that epic one-liner, I'm going to give you the ability to just do this outside of combat. And give me a roll for rely on your skills and training.
Yay, rolling. Yay, remembering how to roll. Yay.
Rely on your skills and training is focused, so that's your good one.
D100, right? 2D100?
No, sir.
2D8.
It's not the case. No.
2D10?
2D6, but
shit.
Powered by the apocalypse. 2D6.
Yeah.
He's messing with you.
I know. And I'm just answering him straight.
Fair enough.
I got a 5 and a 4, and it's focus based, so altogether that is a...
That is a ultimate success, or that is a pure hit.
Yeah, it's a 12.
Oh, yay! You have a 3 focus. I forgot about that.
Yeah,
You
she be like that.
you little stinker. All right.
Mhm.
So, you slash your way downward. You fire blade directly at Daequan. He will obviously let go of the beam that you're on, but you also do destroy the beam that you're on. On a 12, you gracefully hop to the next one along. You're a little bit closer now to the female bad guy, but she isn't really much of a threat yet. Daequan, on the other hand, he's lost his grip below you, and he got hit with some of the fire. He curses and yells at you. He takes 1 fatigue, and now the fight officially starts. So yeah.
Who else is here for this fight in the room?
So now noise has started to happen. The only people that are here for the fight are Daequan, his 2 cronies, and Noae. In like the grander geography of things, the guest rooms are upstairs, but they are all kind of together. So Tapisa would likely be in direct earshot. Dae-hyng, you would probably be in like a different part of the house, but if there's like a big loud sound in the middle of the night and you know the geography of the house, you could probably be like, oh shit, that's coming from the guest rooms.
Mhm.
So
To wake up.
yeah.
Tapisa
Well, I
is a
mean,
light sleeper. She'd actually been planning to get up like early and go investigate. So she
yeah.
is
We'll
up.
say that you're in an adjoining room, or not an adjoining room, an adjacent room. But yeah, so anyway, this exchange is going to happen without you guys, at least for right now, to give you guys the time you need to get there. But
Mhm.
yeah, so me and Jordan, I'm going to prepare my stance moves and decide what I'm going to do with each of these characters. So yeah, that one is going to do that. This one is going to do that. And this one is going to do that. All right, so now it's up to you to decide what you which overarching like defend and maneuver, attack and like advance and attack or evade and observe.
Defend.
All right, you would like to defend and maneuver. Okay, so roll, I believe. Let me look at that. That roll is with focus.
Yes. That'd be a 14.
14. Hot shit. All right. So you can do one of those things from the list. You can mark 1 fatigue to use a learned technique. You can use 1 practice technique, or you can use 2 different basic or master techniques. So yeah, and I believe what happens next. Yeah, so the GM now says what I chose for each and every one of these people. The man at the bottom, he's defending and maneuvering. The lady at the top is going to evade him and observe, and Daequan, as ever, is going to advance and attack. All right, so now all combatants do the defend and maneuver stuff. So yeah, I believe you decide what you're going to do before I do. So yeah, your defend and maneuver. Go for it.
Well, defend and maneuver happens simultaneously, all of them, so.
Yeah, but you say out loud what you're going to do first.
That's fair. So what are my options?
So you can do what are your options as far as what goes? Like
As what you rattled off.
yeah, mark 1 fatigue to use a learned technique. That's one option. Use 1 practiced technique or use 2 different basic or mastered techniques because they're on kind of the same level of being able to do.
Okay.
And they can only be defend and maneuver techniques.
And if I do a learned technique in battle, it's
It becomes practice.
okay. Fire whip then.
Fire whip, is that defend and maneuver?
Yes.
Okay.
Lash out from a distance. Mark 1 FP to inflict 2 fatigue or a condition. Target's choice. And enemies must mark 1 fatigue to get close enough to attack you.
Gotcha. Okay. So you got to mark 1 fatigue to do that.
Yep.
And let me see. So where is that one specifically in the technique list?
Don't know.
Is that cool?
It's in the firebending list.
Yeah. Okay. Fire techniques.
I don't have the book
Fire
itself.
whip. Yeah. Lash out at a distance. Mark 1 fatigue to inflict 2 fatigue on. So you mark 2 fatigue to do this.
Yeah, it's
Because
a little heavy.
well, I mean, you only do that the first time.
Yeah. It's just
Now
in
that-
this battle I am a bit on the defensive, so
Yep,
like-
makes sense.
I'm a bit iffy on using that much FP that quickly, but
It's fine.
it's fine.
Okay, and enemies must mark 1 fatigue to get close enough. Okay. Yeah, so at the same time, who are you attacking with this fire whip, by the way? 'Cause yeah. Mark 2 fatigue or 1 condition, target's choice.
Let's go with so the other ones were an evade, an attack, and a defend, right?
Yes. Yeah, there was 1 of each.
Okay. Attacker.
All right, so that's Dae-hyng.
Mhm.
You are going to inflict 2 fatigue or a condition. Target's choice. So it's Dae-hyng's choice. All right. Sounds good. All right, so the what's it called? The male crony. He is going to defend and maneuver now.
Mhm.
He is going to ready himself. So he'll mark 1 fatigue to ready himself or his environment, assigning or clearing a fictionally appropriate status. So basically, what he's going to do, you notice all of these people at this point, especially when he does this, they've got a little sack tied to their belt that has rocks in it, rocks that they are able to readily bend.
Mhm.
The room is lit with glowstone, but other than that, it's not like a heavily earthy area. So they came in with ammunition. This guy is going to ready himself by taking those rocks and spinning them around him slowly. He's going to become prepared.
Mhm.
Okay. So now we've got Dae-hyng. He's going to advance and attack at you. So now that if he's going to do that, it says to get close enough to attack you for this exchange.
Mhm.
Trying to like determine like if he attacks you from afar, if that counts. But enemies must mark 1 fatigue. No. I think he's got to be close enough. But what he's going to do is he's going to hit you with Earth Gauntlet. Earth Gauntlet, you wrap your arm or fist in rock and strike. Mark 1 fatigue, inflict a condition or 2 fatigue. You can also knock your foe out of reach and disengage. They must mark an additional fatigue to resist. So, what he's going to do is he is going to, as it suggests, wrap his fist in the rock that he's got in his bag, and he's going to just hit you with it. He's just going to wail you with it in pure anger. You inflict 1 condition or 2 fatigue. He's going to inflict 2 fatigue on you.
Does it say it's their choice or my choice?
It usually says target's choice if it's going to be target's choice.
Mm-hmm.
If it doesn't say target's choice, then it's whoever's using it.
Okay.
Yeah, he in a fit of pure rage because you're just like an insolent insect to him.
Mhm.
He lashes out upward with his fist. Yeah, so and then there's the last lady. She's going to evade and observe. What she's going to do is she's going to use bolster or hinder. You aid or impede a nearby character, inflicting an appropriate status. What she's going to do is she's going to directly attack. You know what? Because that's more smash. Okay. She's going to shoot her earth at you in a way that knocks you kind of off balance. You're still touching the beams, as it were, but you are off balance. What would be the appropriate, what's it called for that? I looked at these, I swear, beforehand. All right, yeah, you are impaired. You either mark 1 fatigue, or take -2 to any and all physical action. All right, so 3v1. It's not very fun. I'm going to say Tapisa, with all of this racket going on, what do you do?
Well, first things first, she grabs her gear from Jerry Rig off her bedside table or whatever, and snatches it up and starts putting it on, and then bursts out into the hall into where all the fighting is happening.
All right, since you're doing this so quickly, I'm going to have you rely on your skills and training, whether or not you get here in time for the next exchange.
Oh, just that. Okay.
Yep.
That's a 0, right? Rely on your skills and training is focus.
It's focus, yeah.
Yes, so that's a 0. Cool. Roll 2d6. That's a 4.
That's a 4. Okay. So you are fumbling about with your gear. You realizing that there's something you're missing and you can't quite find it. It's where is it? And you're starting to panic a little bit. You don't quite get there in time.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Pei-hun. You hear noises. You wake up in the middle of the night. You can hear this huge commotion coming from the area of the guest rooms. I would like you to roll rely on your skills and training in order to get there in time.
Right. I do it in control room, right? 2d6.
You can do it wherever. Just roll 2d6 and tell me what you get. This is a focus roll.
My best. That.
7 is success. What I will say
Isn't it
is
a -1? Because I have a -1 too.
You have a -1? That's no, then that's a failure.
What?
Do you have anything that can help at all?
Focus.
Usually other people help. There's a help action for that.
Yeah, but there's also prepared.
Yeah, but we're in different rooms, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say, Crow, your room is still upstairs, so you don't have to go through a different flight of stairs, but you kind of have to you kind of have to run to get there. And
Can my mom help me?
unfortunately, it's only a PC that can help.
Okay, that's fair.
All right.
I'm missing Monster Hearts' strings mechanic right now.
I know, right?
It's so good.
I know. Keeping all these rules in my head is fun too.
Mm-hmm.
GM.
But yeah. So on that, I will say that you were like, if you were a little bit more steady in your step, you would have made it. But you tripped over a loose floorboard, and now you're like you've stumbled. But
Mhm.
it's in time for another exchange to happen out of the help of your companions Noae. All right, at the top of the board, it's time to keep going. So, what's this guy gonna do? All right, seems good. All right. That one, yeah, for that person, and then yeah, okay, that one for that person too. You know what? Actually, that guy. All right, yeah. So I've decided it's on you. What would you like to do?
Exchange.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Next exchange.
Defend.
You're gonna defend and maneuver. Okay.
Yeah, I'm on the
So
defensive.
I would remind you. Evade and observe gets you an automatic.
Yeah, but it goes
fatigue
last, so
back.
that means I have to soak
Yeah, you
some
have
of the
to
hits.
endure before that.
Yeah.
I believe that you don't like. I believe it's in the rules that if you like lose or whatever, you're out of fatigue and conditions. It doesn't fully resolve that until the end of combat or until the end of that exchange. So
Like
that
if
is
you go down to like max whatever, you can and you hit evade and observe, you can clear one fatigue and
yeah. I don't think that's like the way to get out of it like completely. I'm trying to remember. I know that it works that way with losing your balance. It doesn't resolve itself until the exchange is fully complete, but I'll have to look back into that. All right. So you are defending. Guy on the ground is going to advance and attack. Lady in the rafters is going to defend and maneuver, and Dae-hyng is actually going to evade and observe.
Okay.
All right. So, yeah. I'm gonna need you to roll for defend and maneuver.
Did got a 9.
You got a 9. Okay, so you can on a 7 and 9, you choose one basic or mastered. That's it.
Steady stance.
Steady stance.
Yeah.
That's another one. Is that one of your? Is that which one is? Where's that from?
That would be the Prodigy's signature technique.
Gotcha. Sounds good.
Assume a
All right.
strong, steady stance. Any foes engaged with you who choose to advance and attack this exchange must mark 1 fatigue. Negate the first condition or negative status inflicted on you in this exchange. If no conditions or negative statuses were inflicted on you exchange, become empowered for the next exchange.
Hell yeah. All right. So you are going to do that, and so the lady who's going to defend and maneuver is going to choose to she's going to ready herself to. She's going to do a she's going to do a similar thing, but instead because she's on the rafters, she's not going to have the rocks spinning around her. She's going to like line them up directly in front of her in a foreboding way that's going to it makes it clear that she's going to aim at you in the next turn. So she is also now prepared.
I didn't know you all hated your own people so much.
You I don't know. Are you saying that in character?
Yeah, 100%.
The
I don't know.
this might be a
No,
little bit much like
yeah, I'm
to
not
say
gonna.
just during an exchange, but
Is that one line?
I didn't know you guys hated your people so much.
hmm Why most people are getting ready for something? Yeah, I think that's appropriate.
Okay. All
Traditional
right.
RP rules is a single line is basically considered within it if you're being a stickler for time. If you're not being a stickler for time, then usually talking is a free action unless you're trying to influence the other characters. Basically, if
All
it's
right.
just for
I'll
flavor, then
allow it.
who gives a
Yeah.
shit?
It's just flavor. Yeah, because I wasn't sure if you were trying to use it
No, I'm
as a
not
means to
rolling
like,
because
yeah.
I don't have a move for that. I do have moves for that. Everyone has that move, but I don't.
Yeah, test balance.
Yeah, but I can't really use that move right now.
All right.
I don't
So,
think.
guy, you can't really use it right now.
Yeah.
So the guy who is advancing and attacking you is going to smash. It's going to mark one fatigue to destroy or destabilize something in the environment, possibly inflicting or overcoming a fictionally appropriate positive or negative status. So what I will say, he's going to attack your the banister that you're on, and
hmm
since you're already I believe I said impaired. You're not going to be able to stop him from doing that. He's going to mark one fatigue to do that, but you are basically going to fall to the ground because
When was I impaired? I don't remember.
I impaired you with bolster or hinder
Oh yeah. Okay.
with the lady
hmm
who shot like what's it called at you, rocks at you.
Yeah.
All right, so you are now on the ground with everybody else, but you are oh wait, shoot, you know what? I forgot to allow you to do the defend and maneuver thing that you were gonna do. So, well, hold on. That's just like if somebody attacks you this turn. Uh, yeah, okay. So that was already kind of being done, right? Your technique, your defend and maneuver technique, right?
hmm
Okay.
Yeah. Well, he has to take fatigue just to attack it. So.
He has to take fatigue just to attack. Okay,
Yep.
gotcha. All right. So yeah, he did that. You are on the ground now, and now Daquan is going to simply evade and observe. He is going to take a deep breath and he's going to recenter himself. He is going to he's going to minus the fatigue that he's already taken simply by doing the commit, but he's basically going to remind himself of what he's doing and why he needs to snuff out the evil that's directly in front of him.
I just
So yeah,
realized
that's gonna
something.
be yeah. What's up?
I'm not impaired.
You're not impaired.
Yeah. No. I
Why?
Steady
Why
stance
are you
literally
not
does
impaired?
that. It removes the first negative status.
Cool. Well, so is it? Well, read that back again because it sounded like it said the
Negate
first
the
negative
first
status.
condition or negative status inflicted on you this exchange. If no conditions or
Yeah,
negative
but the
statuses
both
were inflicted.
the impaired was before this exchange. It was last exchange.
Yeah, it's not negate the first condition or negative status inflicted on you this exchange. If no
Yeah.
conditions or negative statuses were inflicted, yeah, I guess yeah, you're right. So it
Yeah.
would be impaired and compatible.
So it basically you're kind of on your butt in the middle of this room.
Yeah, that's fine.
But the good news is that help has arrived in the form of your two compatriots. You guys are gonna kind of burst through the door at this point, and realize what is happening.
And that's also the exchange end, so I get fatigue
Yep.
back.
Yep. because nothing, no additional things were inflicted on you that turn.
Is that how that works? Then I get 2 back.
Oh well, hold on. What was the
Empowered.
one back?
Empowered. You get your fatigue lowers by 1 every turn.
Gotcha.
As long as you're
Okay.
empowered. So.
Where? How did you get empowered again?
A steady stance since I didn't
Right, yeah,
take
yeah.
a condition.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. So
So
at
if
this
nothing
point,
happens, you get fatigue
he
back.
sees Daquan sees the two of you burst through the room, and he curses out loud. He's like, "Not you two!" Let me see.
Sound
What
like a
would
cartoon
he
villain.
do?
Are
Yeah,
you
not you two.
surprised? We're all in the same house.
Dae-hyng, get out of here! You don't want any part of this. You're supposed to be on our side, remember? And
He's gonna help. She's gonna help us, like bring the mines back to working order. I won't let you mess this up and destroy our house.
we don't need this Fire Nation trash to help us. He's going to,
You're more
at
Fire
this
Nation than
point.
I am.
Okay, so what are you trying to do there? Are you trying to?
Yes, I'm trying to fucking
Okay.
kick him in the fucking emotions.
You're trying to kick him in the metaphorical nards.
No, I didn't say that. I said emotions. I chose
in
my
the
words.
Kick him in the emotions.
in the emotions. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I would say for this guy, if you want to do some kind of negative something to other outside of this exchange or outside of an exchange, I would say push your luck. Mostly because Noae is not the best with words, and
I mean, according to her stats, she's fine with words.
okay, which
You didn't let me
stats?
take a negative to Harmony.
Is harmony?
It's
Yeah, harmony is words. Harmony or maybe passion.
Passion is when you're like angry about it.
Mhm.
Sure.
And she has a 0 on that too.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna have you do push your luck to try and inflict a condition on him.
A condition. Not push his balance? Okay.
You need to know what the principle is to shift the balances first.
I mean, he definitely thinks, like, I have to know exactly what it is.
Basically, name their principle.
So the deal is, if you insult somebody, it has to be like really, really, really like very deeply cutting in order for balance to be. I believe that's how it works. Hold on, let me grab something. I'll be right back.
I have the stuff here. Which is so test balance for combat exchanges is like ask what their principle is. They must answer honestly. If you already know their principle, instead shift the balance away from center by questioning or challenging their beliefs or perspective. And then the moves is call someone out. When you call someone to live up to their principle, shift your balance away from center. The name and roll with their principle.
Okay, so yeah, if you resist shifting your balance now. It seems like call someone out because I'm not supposed to roll. It seems like call someone out is specifically for like a PC.
No, it can. No, you do the you name and roll with their principle.
With their principle.
So you're the one
okay.
rolling.
You name. So, you gotcha. Okay.
Yes.
So yeah.
Yes.
I would say push your luck if you want to do a condition, but if you want to drive their principle, you can call someone out, and you do this by insulting them effectively.
Mm-hmm. You do need to like name their principle, I believe, or something. I don't have to pull up the exact move, but it's.
So the deal is that I don't know necessarily that his principle is super well hidden. Like
like if you get close enough, you don't need to say like the exact thing.
Yeah, just say what you think it is, and I'll tell you if you're close enough. But so yeah, let me know what you're gonna do, and then we'll make it happen.
I'm going to definitely call him out because he's being a bad person, but
yeah. Okay.
Here we go. You might be reminding them of their responsibilities, begging them to live up to their ideals, or calling them on how their actions are inconsistent with their beliefs. You can't trigger this move by being subtle. You must openly call on them to do so, like to call on one of their principles.
Yes, thank you.
And take immediate action related to that ideal.
Yeah. So.
And then you shift your own balance away from center first. You need to name your target's principle to make this move. You need to know exactly how to appeal to their beliefs. If you already know someone's principle, like another PC or an NPC whose principle is you've learned through another move, you're good to go. If you think you know an NPC's principle and call them out, you can still try to name their principle. If you're close enough that you essentially name the same idea, you can still make this move, even if you're not exactly correct about the phrasing. Jam is final arbiter, blah blah blah.
Yep. Sounds right.
That's page 139 of the whole book.
The whole spiel on that, yeah. All right. So you would have to shift your balance once toward excellence. I feel like we can easily justify that. And then
Well, name the principle first, I think.
Yeah. Name the principle.
I mean, tradition for one. Like his people.
Well, the NPCs only have one principle.
I don't mean for one as in one of his conditions.
Yeah.
Like for it.
Yeah, I don't.
Okay.
Tradition.
Wait.
I say.
Like that's closest word I can think of. Like
I say that's close enough. I'm not gonna. Well, Liv, if you're there on that page, hold on, 139.
If you're there.
No, because it might give an example where it says, "Hey, I tell you what it is." If you're close enough.
Yeah, it basically does. For example, if an NPC's principle is justice, and you call them to live to their principle of law, the GM may decide it's close enough. It doesn't specify either way, but presumably, if you hit close enough, you can,
So what I wrote down is basically, what I wrote down is heritage. I wanted to kind of put it in line with Peihan's balance of unity and heritage and things of that ilk. So yeah, tradition and heritage is they're basically synonymous. So yeah. So you would like to push his balance upward. Awesome. Okay. So what do you say?
They take action in line with that principle, I think, is the thing. It's not about shifting their balance.
Okay.
They're called to act as you say. They must either do it or mark a condition.
Oh yeah, hold on. Actually, you got to roll first. See, I swear I do all of this reading beforehand to prepare myself, and then there's.
I'm very happy to be your lookup, in reference sheet.
Thank you for being my reference gopher. I appreciate it. And gopher, that's G-O-F.
Yes, I know what gopher.
Cool, awesome.
Jesus
I didn't
Christ,
know that for a long time. Yeah, I know. They are called to act as you say. On a hit, they're called to act as you say. They must either do it or mark a condition. On a 7 and 9, they challenge your worldview in turn. So yeah, go ahead and give me a roll.
10.
What was that?
Not 10. Sorry. 7.
7.
I did my focus in because that's automatically what I think whenever I roll.
Yeah, I'm just gonna add a +3 to everything. Fuck it.
No, sorry, 8 because you add your balance in, so that would be a +1.
No, not your balance. Their
it would be so he was at 0.
Okay.
So it is just a straight 7.
So it's just a straight 7.
Straight 7 then.
So what do you say to him exactly?
Let's see. You're acting more like Fire Nation than I am. You're the one ganging up on a child. You're the one trying to snuff someone out for being different than you. If you were really the type of person that you claim you are, you wouldn't be attacking someone in the middle of the night.
So, okay. Challenge your worldview in response. He's going to lean down on you because you're still on the floor. He's going to lean down.
He's also short, so.
Yeah, he's not a short king. He's a short peasant.
Noae is short.
Yeah.
Is the
She's
point.
12.
Oh, she's also short. Okay.
Yeah, she's
I was gonna
12.
say I was picturing Daequan being like 5'10", but yeah, he'll lean down at you and he'll say, I'm not fighting someone. I'm getting rid of a pest. You destroy my house, and he'll point up to the roof. I'll show you just what a Fire Nation person I can be. And so he'll grab you, and you have to push your luck to get out of this at this point. But what he's going to do is he's going to grab you, and he's going to shoulder check the wall and burst through it in order to get outside.
Yeah, I'm the one
And he's
destroying
going
your
to
house.
drag you. Yeah, he's going to drag you along with it. I'm going to give you a chance to roll, but I will say it's just a change of venue. You're not going to suffer any condition or status or anything
Yeah.
because of this.
As a reminder, if he's not living up to that thing, or if he's not like taking action in line with that principle, then he.
So he kind of is. That's why he's breaking through. He just saw a Fire Nation person destroy his house, and now he's acting in kind. That was. The
I mean,
justification
technically,
for that.
he started this, but whatever. He kicked down his house's door.
Yeah.
Then they started to scramble into the rafters, and I broke one. They smashed one apart. I just cut one.
Yeah, no, it is specific. On a hit, they are called to act as you say. They must either do it or mark a condition. So if they're
As you say, okay.
Yes.
I read that. I thought it was in line with what you've said.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I said to stop fighting, basically, and so
he stopped fighting. No, he's gonna mark a condition.
Angry.
Yep.
Yeah. And then Noae either marks one fatigue or shifts the balance as the GM in this case chooses.
You're gonna mark a fatigue.
Yeah, that's fair.
I don't want you to shift your balance more toward excellence. Yeah, but you hit base is what's happening.
I do think that's they can choose whether or not to take the fatigue or do or shift in response. But yeah, I want to.
Usually it says if it's if it doesn't say, then it's the person doing it that decides.
So to activate the ability,
There you go. On a 7 to 9, your target gets a dig at you as well that forces you to let them shift your balance in turn however they want, unless you mark fatigue. So.
Do you want to mark fatigue or do you want to shift your balance?
I have a question
I would
about
say
that.
toward community, because he's basically anti you, and if you're gonna be pro everybody, it's like a tough thing to explain in words.
No,
I get what you're going for.
I have a semantics question though.
Yeah, what's up?
So it reads, for calling someone out, when you openly call on someone to live up to your principle, shift your balance away from center, then name and roll with their principle. On a hit, they are called to act, blah, 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 blah. Mark one fatigue, or they shift their balance as they choose. So, and then I don't see...
It's in the further explained rules, but it is also if you read it as mark one fatigue or they shift your balance as they choose. They shift your balance as you choose unless you mark one fatigue, basically.
So the initial shift your balance I can negate by taking a fatigue.
Yes.
Okay.
No, that's
no, not the initial.
No.
The
initial one, shift your balance away from center, is the first. That just happens.
Yeah, and then you need to do that in order to call him out.
Yeah, on a 7 to 9, they can shift your balance as they choose. That's a separate thing.
Okay.
And that's what you take one fatigue to not have happen.
Yeah. So actually, I'm gonna say
towards
he's gonna
community.
shift your balance toward community. Yeah, or you mark a fatigue.
Yeah, I'm fine with one towards community. That just sends me a bit closer to center.
Sure. All right. If you're trying to dispel the fight and get everybody all on the same page. You're trying to act in everybody's best interest, and so you shift your balance toward community. He is not having it. So he has grabbed you and he is trying to get you outside.
Yeah, and you said push my luck, and I got a 9.
You got a 9, so that's a partial hit. The GM tells you what it costs. On a hit, you do it, but it costs you to scrape by. Okay, so
I take a fatigue.
well, so what he's trying to do, and I basically need your opinion on what Noae is trying to do in response.
Mhm.
He's trying to burst you through the wall and get you outside.
Yeah, I'm gonna. I'll say he does indeed get me outside, but I use a jet of fire to make it so he slams into the wall instead of me.
Okay, that's what you're trying to do.
Yes.
What I will say.
Well, what I'm trying to do is use a jet of fire to get away from him. What I was thinking as a compromise is basically he still takes me outside, but he's the one that smashes through the wall.
Also, it's worth noting that you've got 2 of your compatriots here. They can help. One of them just needs to mark a fatigue to help, and you can get your full success.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's up to you guys if you want to do that.
Crow needs a bio break, and I should probably get something to eat real quick, like a snack. So let's pause while we think.
Take it away.
No, Crow just got back from their bio break.
Oh.
Crow just got back from their bio break?
Yeah, they sent that message.
There you are.
Nope.
Late.
All right. Well, Olivia, you go get a snack.
That's fine. I can hold off. We can find a better point. I'm good.
Oh, right. So yeah. All right. So you, if one of your compatriots wants to mark a fatigue in order to help you, then you can get your full weight.
First things first. How long is Daquan's balance track?
So this is a thing that you can figure out, but I'm just gonna tell you, he's not a minor PC. He's a major PC.
Why is he a major? Is he the secret boss of the area? Is he the one doing the mine shit? Is
minor
he the
PCs
terrorist?
are more like unimportant people. He is kind of like the mini boss of this.
He feels unimportant to me. He's very small.
In your opinion, he is very small. He is. I mean, in
opinion a little bit too.
In our collective opinion, if we're going to discuss this person and his whole self, we would consider him a very small person. But he is a pretty big threat to you at this point, and he is
bullshit.
He is a major NPC, which is to say he's not a master NPC.
I've done more fatigue to him than he's done to me.
He's healed quite a bit.
I have none of the fatigue that he gave me. I just have what I gave myself, which is normal.
There you go.
For Noae.
How long is his balance track?
Mm-hmm.
His balance track is +2. He's currently at 0 though.
Yeah. Gotcha. All right.
And I will say,
yeah.
I mean, just to make sure. I mean, you're a smart person. You probably remember, but I just want to on record that the more balance that he the further along on his balance track, the more that he can do. So he gets more danger.
I'm aware.
Okay.
I'm aware. Also, help can't be used in combat exchanges. That is
this is not a combat exchange.
Yeah. I figured. I'm just specifying if it's a thing. But yeah,
this is kind of outside of combat because it's got more to do with the words that are being said than specifically the actions that are being taken. But so since you're pushing your luck in order to resist him, what I would say is that you both get outside.
Did anyone end up helping? By the way,
I might help. Okay. So what specifically is Noae trying to do?
Yeah,
get out of his grasp so she doesn't get slammed through a wall.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah. No, I will mark 1 fatigue to help. And I think Tapisa bursts in and I don't know, maybe like grabs a curtain or something to throw out to like trip him up for a second or something, just to provide like a second's distraction or whatever.
Gotcha.
Just yeah.
All
I'll
right.
also mark 1 fatigue to what is it like? Not calling him out, but maybe
You can call him out separately. It might land better. But what I would say is
maybe
that
intimidate.
that might work. What I'm going to say is, if you want to intimidate him, we're gonna go through this series of actions first, and then because Noae rolled very well,
Okay.
and yeah,
I'll let Noae.
and she's basically, he is going to try and grab Noae, and he's going to try and burst through the door. Noae is going to basically do her best to pull out of his grasp. She doesn't quite manage it, but Tapisa, what did Tapisa do again?
I think slightly changing it is like she grabs maybe like a burning beam and throws that into like where he's about to step, so he has to like shift his like footsteps so he doesn't like trip or whatever, and that throws him off just enough.
For me to rocket out of his grasp,
Yeah.
because that's what she's trying.
Yeah. All right. So you trip him up, and he growls at you. He basically does a spin around gracefully, if you know he didn't really want to do it in the first place. Stepping out of the way. He is not in any way impaired, but he looks at you, and he'll growl under his breath, "Water tribe rat."
Whoa.
Fascist.
Yeah.
I've heard worse from the Fire Nation prison guards.
Okay, so at this point now, not Noae, Peihan, if you would like to roll to intimidate, you may.
All right. So it will be roll with passion, and I have a. Oh, I have a 0 and passion. I thought I had a +1, but I don't. Okay, so roll.
On a hit, yeah.
Oh.
What's the deal?
2d.
Okay, a 5. Woohoo.
Darn.
So it doesn't say anything that happens on a.
Yeah, it just doesn't succeed.
If you want to, you can say words that are going to not have any effect, or you can kind of role play it like you were gonna say something, but you decided against it at the last second, or however you want to do it.
All right.
But so.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry.
I have the words in my head that I want to say, but then I get tongue tied all of a sudden. So that's why.
You're okay. You can just say what you about it. I didn't say exactly what I want ever. I just said the words about it.
All right, so we are going to launch into a brand new exchange. All of these people are going to attack. I would say that Daequan is going to attack you, Tapisa. The lady in the rafters, who's still in the rafters and still prepared, is going to attack or is going to want to engage with what's her name? With Noae. And the guy on the ground is going to want to engage with Dae-hyng.
Yeah, I can just straight up name what I'm going to do, which is evade and observe.
Okay, so you're going to evade and observe. So I have to decide straight up firsthand, but you can get that out of the way if you would like.
You decide first. I'm just.
It's just the way things are done, but I just want it on record that you can change your mind. Technically, it's not a.
I get you. I already know what I'm going to do. So yeah.
All right, cool. You're gonna challenge his balance, aren't you?
Something like that.
Yeah. That person's gonna do that, and yeah, that person's gonna do that. All right. So you guys all decide what you would like to do as far as your defend and maneuver, evade and observe, or advance and attacks go.
Yep. I know what I'm going to do. Yeah. I am evading and observing, and we'll get to that when we get to evade and observe.
All right, so you're evading and observing. Dae-hyng and Noae, what would you guys like to do?
My tail's already out.
I will advance and attack.
Noae, I'm going to say that since you got out of what's his name, Daquan's grasp, you are no longer impaired.
Sweet.
You are steadily on your feet in battle stance in the middle of the room. Dae-hyng is going to advance and attack. What would you like to do?
I'm going to.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I meant Noae.
Okay.
So since my tail is already out, I use I'll use Fire Whip again.
All right, so that's defend and maneuver.
Yep.
That's your okay, gotcha. All right, so man on, I believe. Hold on, is this the man? Yeah, this is the man on the ground is going to defend and maneuver. The woman up top is going to advance and attack, and she is prepared. And Daquan is also going to advance and attack. All right, so defend and maneuver. We decide what's going to happen there. You said you were going to Fire Whip.
Yeah.
Okay,
Full
so
hit.
you go ahead and do that.
Yeah.
What's that cost you again?
I take a fatigue, and I inflict 2 fatigue.
On or condition target's choice.
And enemies must.
Oh, hold on. Lash out from a distance. Mark 1 fatigue. 2 inflict 2 fatigue or condition target's choice. And enemies. Okay.
Yeah, so they have to take.
It just says it doesn't say on whom, so I just assume that it's your choice.
Yeah.
It's but it's the person with whom you're engaged, which would be the lady up top.
That's my exchange, since an exchange is between all the people currently like it's not like 2 clusters of groups. It would be me and them, right? Or at least that's how I understand the rules when I read them.
So they decided who they were going to attack.
Right. They decided who to go into an exchange with, but.
Okay, yeah. So everybody's all part of the same exchange.
Are they? That's not how they're. It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
So
play the game. Talk about the game later.
Well, yeah. I'm gonna get into that as we're going. All right. So yeah, if you want to attack anybody but the lady up top, you can. But she's the one that's going to be directly attacking you.
Nah, I'm fighting her. So.
Okay, cool. Yeah, all right. So yeah, you're going to inflict 2. You're going to mark 1 fatigue to inflict 2 fatigue, or a condition. Okay.
And that's target's choice. So you, the GM, get to choose which one of those.
Yep, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. So okay, also defend and maneuver. So this guy is going to. You said you were going to advance and attack, Crow. Is that what you said?
Yes.
Yeah, he's going to retaliate. He's going to steel himself for your blows. Each time a foe inflicts fatigue, a condition, or shifts their balance in this exchange, the inflict 1 fatigue on that foe.
Oh, okay.
So yeah. Yeah,
Damn.
okay. So my initial idea, and I think Jordan agreed, and I think I didn't think that he agreed, but my initial idea was that Dae-hyng was in an exchange with the guy on the ground. Noae was in an exchange with the person in the rafters, and then Daequan was in an exchange with Tapisa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, we're all part of the same exchange, but like that's
We're
what
part of the same
targeting.
combat.
That's
but
what engaged. Well, it's
Yeah.
sorry. It's engagement, like the word.
Mhm.
Like you're
Yeah.
engaged with those two people. Those
Yeah.
two people are engaged.
Oh my god, they're
I
engaged.
wanted to go get at Daequan.
You can pick your partner, but if you ignore
Mhm.
a threat, basically they can do whatever they want. They're not like being challenged. So, like
Sure.
if Daequan,
Yeah. If you want to be in an exchange with Daequan, you call that out.
Is he like
I
on
think-
the ground, or he's on the? He's like.
Daequan is like he's by a wall. He's in the far wall from you. Like he's across the room from you, and Noae is in between the two of you, and the guy who's who's engaged with you is directly next to you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
If he's standing up, not like on the ground lying down.
Yeah. Everybody's on their feet at this point.
Yeah, I will say it might, like, at least strategically, it's probably better if Tapisa goes after Daequan.
Yeah.
I can take him out in 2 turns.
Here's the deal. According to the rules as written, you decide first. So you decide first. Well, hold on.
Right, I'll go
No,
after
because
the guys.
Daequan's advanced and attacking, so he'll go first anyway. All right. But deal is, it goes. You decide what you're going to do. I decide what I'm going to do within the approach, and then they kind of happen simultaneously. But advanced and attack approach happens before the evade and observe one anyway. Okay, so yeah, he's going to retaliate. So he's going to do that. Who else was defending maneuver? That was just Noae, right? Okay. So 2 people are going to advance and attack, and I believe 3 people, because Dae-hyng is going to do that too. Dae-hyng, who are you attacking, and what are you? I'm gonna. You know what? Before you do anything, roll for me.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
An 8.
Okay, so you get to do
Does that have
one
any
basic. You have a focus modifier. Hold on.
Then it's a 7.
Hold on.
Okay.
Advanced attack rolls passion.
Advanced attack is passion.
Yeah. Oh, then it is a
straight 8.
An 8.
It doesn't matter either way, as long as, I think, unless it's like, well, maybe.
It's a vanilla 8.
Yeah.
If they had a +2 for passion, then it would go.
Then it would be wrong. Yeah. Again, I'm used to fucking Monster Hearts, where most people have like a 1 and a 2, and that's it. And 2 -1s.
Yeah. So basically, you can do either a basic technique, which is one of the 9 that's listed on the cheat sheet, or you can do a master technique, which is somewhere on your player sheet.
Good thing my advanced and attack technique, forceful blow, is a master.
Hey. So what does
Yay.
forceful blow do? Read that
Swing
out.
at an enemy with all your might, sending them flying. 1 fatigue and inflict 2 fatigue or 1 condition on your target. Then push them to a new position of your choice unless they mark 2 fatigue. So I'm gonna hit them with but not my actual blade, just the sheath.
Okay, so you're hitting the guy who's directly engaged with you.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so I will say that since he's retaliating against you, you mark 1 fatigue to do that.
Yep.
In addition to whatever fatigue you're marking.
Okay.
So which one was that again?
Forceful blow?
Forceful blow. Where is that? If you
I'm
wouldn't
not
mind.
sure.
Okay. Cool. All right. Read that back to me again.
Swing at an enemy with all your might, sending them flying. Mark 1 fatigue and inflict 2 fatigue or 1 condition on your target, your choice. Then
Okay.
push them to a new position of your choice unless they mark 2 fatigue.
Okay.
I guess
So,
maybe I'll let them get stunned.
your choice. So that's a status effect. That's not a condition.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But so you're marking 2 fatigue to do this because you're attacking him for
Yeah.
1, and then the technique said to do it said to also mark 1. But you can either mark a condition of which, since he's a minor NPC, he's only got 1. Or you can mark 2 fatigue and then do something with that.
What are the conditions? Is it the afraid, angry, guilty, insecure?
No.
Well,
Yes.
Yes, but like since I've got that since I'm making the NPCs, I write down basically what those conditions are. But it only matters in the sense of role play. Like there is no extra modifier like there is for you guys.
Oh.
Like if I write down insecure and I mark that condition, I'm just gonna play the character as insecure.
I'll just mark. I'll just do 2 fatigue to him.
Okay. So you hit him with a blow most forceful. You hit him with, I believe you said, the sheath of your sword. You don't even take the sword out.
Yeah.
How would you like to finish him off?
It's like I get into the position and then like
Mhm.
just a second passes as I focus, and then almost in an instant it looks like I did a spin and then brought the sheath down on him, like from his shoulder, like on his shoulder, and then he's down on the floor.
Cool.
Just crumples.
Yep.
Oh.
If you want to enact the forceful blow too, we can have it so that he like burst like back into the corner of the room.
Oh yeah, because I
Humiliated.
sent him
Yeah.
flying. So
Yeah.
instead of on the shoulder, then it was to his hip.
Cool.
So
Yeah.
went
He
flying
he
into
gets
one of the other
sent
walls.
he gets sent backward by your forceful blow. He smashes against the wall, but you get the sense that he was kind of out even before that. He slumps down, crumples to the ground, inert and unconscious. Oh, right. So that's that taken care of. We've got the other 2 advance and attacks to go. So we're going to settle the lady first. She is prepared. She's going to. That means she gets to avoid marking a condition. Yay. But yeah, she is going to specifically strike at Noae. So you either mark. Let me see how.
I believe she has to mark a fatigue to get into combat range with Noae first.
Yes, she does. Okay. So she has to. Was she sending? I'm a little bit sketch on the wording of that because she isn't in combat. Well, she isn't in like direct hand-to-hand combat range, and she's not planning on being.
Just worded as like it's needed to like get close enough to like even like land a ranged shot or something, or like.
I'm gonna have to ask Reddit about this, because this is pretty powerful. Enemies must mark 1 fatigue to get close enough to attack you.
It also costs me fatigue, so it being powerful makes sense.
Yeah, no. So the way that this is worded is like enemies must mark 1 fatigue to get close enough part just seems like the rationalization for the reason why they have to mark the fatigue to attack
it's hard
you
to
during
get
this
near
exchange.
enough, and like
it's basically presumably there's like fire going on because of the fire whips.
We can even be like, you've got fire trailing around you. If she wants to make sure that she hits you at least once or even multiple times with the various rocks she's flying your way, she needs to like concentrate, and that'll take a fatigue.
Or like stand still long enough, leaving herself open to 1 fatigue's worth of damage or whatever, you know.
Yeah, pretty much like that. So what she's going to do is she's going to mark an additional fatigue. She's not sure about this. You can see on her face she's not sure of her own abilities to do this, but she's going to effectively mark 2 fatigue so that you mark 2 fatigue. And this is not a thing that you get any say in. She's going to specifically mark 2 fatigue on you.
Okay. Then that hits Noae's max on fatigue.
Okay.
And so she takes a condition and the fatigue is emptied?
No, the fatigue is not emptied.
Okay. So just mark the condition?
Yeah, the glass is full, now you're overflowing.
Okay.
Alright. Okay.
She's angry and then that exchange is over, so she loses the fatigue because she's empowered.
Well, no, hold on. Daequan.
I'm joking.
Yeah.
I need you to close your eyes until I say you can open them.
What?
I need you to close your eyes until I say you can open them.
Okay.
Because I need to get my dress out of the closet.
Okay.
They're shut.
They're shut.
Hold on. While that's happening, I'm gonna read into Prepared more. Because Prepared, I remember, because I read this before, Prepared is kind of not supposed to last very... Oh, wait, no. I'm thinking about... Empowered, yeah. Empowered is only supposed to...
You're good.
Okay.
Love you.
Empowered lasts as long... I believe Empowered is designated, like, for however long it lasts. There's a thing.
So, Empowered is generally supposed to be, at least according to the text of this, supposed to be something else is empowering you, like some otherworldly force. So it'll last as long as that lasts in the fiction. What was the move again? Could you read back that technique that allowed you to
steady stance. Assume a strong steady stance. Any foe engage with you who choose to advance and attack. This exchange must mark 1 fatigue, negate the first condition or negative status effect inflicted on you for this exchange. If no condition or negative statuses were inflicted on you in this exchange, become empowered for the next exchange.
Okay, so you're no longer empowered anyway. Yeah, anyway. Got it. Cool, just checking. So you take that away. I was gonna say, you like, if we're going by the flavor text, you're in a different stance at this point, because you got knocked down. But yeah, so Daequan at this point, he's advancing and attacking, and he's gonna attack the pizza.
The pizza. Yeah. Go for it.
Ha 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 da da. All right, so what he's gonna do instead of striking at you is he's going to pressure you. He's going to impress or intimidate you. Basically, he's going to, in the flavor of this, he's going to try and hit you with a couple of with a couple of rocks. In the flavor of it, you're going to like defend against it with your sheer brawn, or if you would like you can
I'll figure
how you would like.
What approach is he choosing?
The effect is that he's going to not allow you to evade and observe.
Oh, fantastic! That doesn't happen until the next exchange, though. So
next exchange, yeah.
Cool.
Listen, I've got to do what I can do.
You're locking that in? Awesome.
Yeah, I'm locking that in. That's how I do.
Cool.
Right.
So yeah, no, I think she's like, I think honestly, just part of this, like she's got her like scope in to like see better that she jury rigged and stuff. I think she's just like noticing, like following the rock's trajectory and moving out of the way slightly, just like, but it's keeping her from.
It's keeping her from like getting out of the way.
Yeah.
Or it's keeping her from getting out of his specific.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but that's
all
next
right.
time. So I still evade and observe.
Yeah. So
cool.
you can take away any one fatigue.
Take one fatigue.
But I don't think you
yes, I did. No, I did because I marked to help.
Oh yeah, you did. Okay, so that you're
cool.
back up to full.
Yep.
All right. So how would you like to play this?
All right. Roll with with harmony, I believe.
Yeah, you roll with harmony.
Yeah, harmony is my best. That's roll 2d6 plus 2. Cool. So that's 11. I'm also just gonna spend my. It doesn't matter. No, it doesn't matter. Cool. Yeah, so I get to use.
What did you roll?
I rolled 11.
Gotcha. Okay,
yes.
So yeah, you get to do any of those things on that.
I'm going to use 2 different basic or mastered techniques. First things first. Test balance. I'm going to mark a fatigue and do it. I already know what his principle is. So yeah.
All right. So what words would you like to say?
Yeah, she's just. Well, I can tell that you're living up to your traditions. You're letting the Fire Nation like stomp all over you. You're not even bothering to stand up. You're fighting the wrong people. We're trying to help, and you are just doing nothing, like all the people who have come before you.
We don't need you. We're a proud Earth Kingdom family. We don't need to stoop ourselves to your kind. He'll say back, but in more effect to his principle.
Yeah, but instead shift their balance away from center.
Yep.
Cool. And then my other one, master technique, is collect material. She just like is moving around, maybe grabbing like little bits of like wood and pieces of cloth and stuff like that, and various stuff to gain 3 gears. So I now have 5.
Okay.
And I gained prepared, but I already had that, so that's not
Okay. You're not taking him out this turn?
No.
Okay. Cool.
All right, that's my move.
Sounds good. All right, so it's top of the exchange. Dae-hyng, now that you are no longer engaged with anybody because you took out your opponent, it's your turn now to say who you would like to be engaged with.
We'll go after Dae-hyng.
Okay. Dae-hyng is he is under assault here. You strike at him. Okay. He's gonna do that. You are out of the fight. Congratulations, bud. You did your duty.
I would probably evade and observe next.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I just finished one guy. I gotta reassess and like who's left. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cool. All right. So that is what she's going to do. All right. We've decided. It is up to you guys.
All right. I'm going. Well, I can't evade and observe. I would like to advance an attack.
All right. Go for it. Yeah. Noae and Dae-hyng. Dae-hyng, did you want to go specifically with evade and observe, or was that just amusing?
Yes, I'll go evade and observe.
Gotcha.
Advance and attack.
Advance and attack. All right. So, cool. They have both chosen to evade and observe. So they're going to be going last in these exchanges, along with Dae-hyng. So you guys go ahead and advance and attack, because we have no defender maneuvers.
All right. Why don't you go first, Jordan?
I'll rush forward and basically pull out coat my arms in fire and let's see
hold on, roll for me, please.
Oh, you want me to roll first?
Yeah, I want me. Just because generally the flavor of what you're going to do is
12.
Marked 12. Okay, cool. That's advance and attack, right? Like
yes.
You're rolling with passion. Fucking
A. Passion? No,
yeah,
that's
passion.
That's not a 12 then. That's a 9.
Okay. All right. So you just got one basic or what's it called? One basic or master.
Yeah. But I have to look something up real quick.
All right.
Shouldn't take long.
You're good. Listen, we've been derailed quite a few times with that. All right.
Okay, sweet. By the by, I'm stealing Earth Gauntlet.
You're stealing it.
Yeah.
How?
Extraordinary skill. When you see someone with an unknown technique, if it is available to your skills and training, you may mark
skills and training.
Hold up.
I was gonna say
shift your balance towards excellence to take the technique gets learned. An open mind. You can learn techniques that aren't in your skills and training, as long as you have
hold on. Let me, because like the idea
you can't do bending. You can't do bending that isn't.
But
so
you could adapt it to your style.
The heart behind an open mind is that you do basically as Iroh did with water bending and like transferring it into lightning bending to get lightning redirection. That's the heart behind it. What was the first thing you were trying to do? The first part of it?
Extraordinary skill, which gives me the ability to learn a technique just by observing it. And
you see someone use an unknown technique, if it is available to your skills and training. I feel like that if is pretty substantial there.
Yeah, but then again, open mind literally says it lets
let me read the whole thing and then I'll render my decision to allow this. When you see someone use an unknown technique, if it is available to you or skills and training, you may mark 1 fatigue to shift your balance toward excellence and take the technique as learned. You can only do this if your balance is at +1 excellence or higher, which it is. You must still get a mastery condition from the master of technique.
From a master of technique in order to move it up from practice to master.
Yeah, so you would need like an earthbending master to guide you into how to do this.
Yeah, no, I would just have
firebending move.
Yeah, I would just be loosely mimicking it at the time being.
You can learn techniques from other skills and trainings as long as you have a teacher.
That is the part that I was going to ask. Before all these series of interruptions that
I'm so sorry.
It's fine. It's just annoying because I know what the potential problem is, and everyone's pointing out other things, and it's like, that's not the potential problem. That's not the issue I need the question on.
Okay. You can learn up to 3 such techniques total. So an open mind.
I understand what it does. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have read it dozens of times.
Yeah. All right. I'm trying to decide if extraordinary skill is it's not a temporary it's not even a
extraordinary
not a
skill.
Temporary thing you pick up. Yeah.
Yeah. It extraordinary skill is like a permanent ability. It just takes it as I just get it as learned. I don't get it as practice. I don't get it as a mastered, and then I have to still get it, like take all the effort to get it up. And it just basically it is like Noae's whole thing of basically mimicking and copying and taking things and making them her own. And
that
so,
clause, as long as you have a teacher.
Yeah, that's the clause that I wanted to ask. Yeah. Like, it's basically up to you because I am learning it from someone.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you there. It's just it's exactly within your character to min-max something like
this. It isn't. And you assumed such a weird thing about me. I've literally wasted so many points.
I also assumed that, so...
Yeah.
Like, I wasted... You guys are assholes. Like... Hold up. Why is this your opinion?
I'm the one min-maxing stuff here. Yeah. I'm just going to point that out.
Why is this your opinion of me? What my last character that you guys have RP'd with was a joke character who fucked up 80% of the time, and that was on purpose. Like, he was built badly and had cool moments every now and then out of luck. Like, he would shoot a gun off accidentally and say oops, and have accidentally knocked a shelf over in the right way. And otherwise,
but you do it in such a purposeful way that we all know that you meant to do that. So it feels like
the character meant to do
that to
but also,
actually doing well.
That's just some of the times. Also, he just fucks up like as if nothing happens. He was good at one thing and he fucked up all the time at everything.
There's an element to your character, especially because you're playing the prodigy. Mm-hmm. That's one that really pushes people to want to, like, if you're going to RP the prodigy, you kind of automatically want to do well.
Yes.
Because it's within the character playbook. Right. So just like it made sense in my head that you were trying to game the rules, and I was like, oh, these two things, like one didn't take the other one into account because they were from different places, but no.
No, they're made to work together.
They're literally right next to each other. Yeah. All right. So yeah.
So
I'm gonna say a teacher in pretty much any case is like somebody like a master, somebody who is like really, really practiced at it and like is actively teaching you over like a longer period of time than just an exchange. Yeah, so you can use your extraordinary skill to kind of taskmaster it if you're if it's like within your already
the only exception, the thing I wanted to ask was basically, does open mind apply, or or by teacher does it mean like a steady?
But I will also say that the way you framed it was not, can I take Rock Gauntlet? You said, I'm stealing Rock Gauntlet, as if it was already a thing you had decided.
Yeah, I was gonna say more words, but then I got interrupted and then interrupted again.
You said those words, and they had an effect.
Yes, I realized that.
Alright, let's continue.
Yeah, let's get back in. What are you gonna do? How are you gonna attack this woman?
Identically to how I was going to attack, because this was supplemental, basically. It was partially going to be just flavor. Strike.
Sure. Okay. Strike. All right. So, are you going to mark 0 fatigue, and I choose what happens, or are you going to mark 1 fatigue and you choose what happens?
She can't receive a condition this turn, can she? You said she can't.
Why?
Well, that was one of the other options. So I'm curious on if you, like...
So she's no longer prepared because she used the thing that she had prepared.
Okay.
So that's
So she
that's
can
fine.
take a condition.
She can take a condition. What I will say, here's the deal. I don't even know why I'm asking. She, in the scene, is kind of scared of you. She's kind of quaking in her boots, and she doesn't look all that good. So I'm going to tell you straight up, she's got 1 fatigue left, and she's already marked her condition. So it doesn't really matter.
Mm-hmm.
I can't have her mark another condition. And...
Okay, that was my question. You've answered it. Thank you.
You're good. So you would basically take her out with this.
Yeah.
No matter
so
what.
I strike.
And you don't have to mark a fatigue to do it.
Now I basically the whip that kind of looks like a cattail wraps around her arm like a chain and makes it look like a gauntlet of fire on her arm as she rushes forward and punches her.
All right. So
using the same exact posture and like movement pattern as Dae-hyng.
Cool. You have really taken a page out of Dae-hyng's book at this point, and she, realizing she cannot react in time, her eyes simply widen as she realizes what is about to befall her. Where do you choose to punch her? How would you like to affect her?
How would Dae-hyng punch her?
He was going.
How did Dae-hyng punch me? Because she's mimicking.
I don't know that he landed on you. But oh yeah, you know what he did?
He did.
It was going to be an uppercut, that one. But in my head, if you're on, uppercut. Because you guys are not on the same level.
Then uppercut to the gut, basically.
Oh, and her eyes bug out, and her mouth opens in a wheeze as she crumples over and falls down. You can see her gently kind of aim herself with her very last vestiges of consciousness as she'll land onto your bed, so as to not take further injury. But she is unconscious at this point.
Now
she had the wind knocked her. Yeah. In my head, her face is toward the foot of the bed. So
it works.
If you want to tuck her in, go for it.
Yeah, no. Plenty of blankets. But, just she puts the blanket over her just to be nice.
All right, cool.
All right, my turn.
Yep, your turn, baby.
That's a 13.
13 now, and you've rolled with passion.
Yes.
Cool. Hell yeah.
First things first. Well, I'm kind of going to do these both at once because this is going to knock them out. But first things first. I have my jury rig item, which lets me. So I'm going to spend a gear to use a technique test balance, regardless of approach. And then my other thing.
Test balance regardless of you fucker. Wait, no, hold on. What did this say again?
Yeah, so it's kind of so it's jury rig, which I've already established. This is so jury rig is creating a device on the fly. I did that. You gain favor to hold one gear, which I'm still doing, and name one basic technique from any approach. I named test balance. As long as you hold this device, which it has been established multiple times that I have been, you can use that technique as if it was part of your current approach by spending one gear, which I just did.
All right, go for it. And then
so that's that. And I'm also, because I can do 2 basic or mastered techniques, I'm also going to disorient, which is an advanced attack because of the idealist, which is pummel an engaged foe with quick blows. Mark 1 fatigue to shift their balance away from center.
All right. So before he can even get a hit off, before he can try and get out of your way, as he was trying to do, you just lay into him. Yeah. You just
I have stuff prepared and stuff. If you want me to take over the flavoring of this,
go fucking for it.
So first things first, she's like taken some sort of like flaming wood and sparks, and is like, you made a small like just contraption that just throws sparks in his face as she's like whirling around him, so he's like constantly disoriented. And then she just goes, "Are you so weak that you speak without stopping to think as you cower and shrink behind your traditions and rules and as an excuse for the hatred and abuse you levy against those who are not your enemy?"
Yeah, so in the middle of that, he's going to try and, like, in the flavor of it, he's going to try and swing at you. And this will have worked, trust me. But he is so angry at this point that he will not, like, listen. But yeah, that shifts his balance.
She's already moved out of the way of his punch.
Yeah.
I think like she was already moving. He's punching. He's flailing blindly as she's like moving around him and speaking these words.
Cool. All right. And now you do your second thing.
I think I'm kind of saying that as both. Like I'm wrapping it as that's disorient is like the like sparks in his face, and then test balance is that second part. So that's
dazed. He'll attempt wild haymaker. Implement jaw block and body shot or whatever he says. So now you pummel him with just blow after blow after blow. And he doesn't know how to handle it. He gets angry at himself that this water tribe trash has like not only at his cousin, who has taken out another one of his cousins, and the Fire Nation rat, who has bested his sister. He is desperately mad at himself that he is letting himself be beaten. And he will, at the very earliest opportunity, break free of your grasp and make a hasty retreat. He will run out of the room in frustrated and dejected anger. He'll yell something as he leaves. This isn't fucking over, you see.
You dastard.
you dastard.
Yeah, that's an insult. That's an actual insult.
Is it really?
Yep.
Yes.
Damn.
It's where we get the word dastardly.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Is that where we get the word bastard?
No,
I don't actually know. I have no idea if there's any connection between those. I would have to look that up.
Mm-hmm.
You almost a little bit see a tear like rolling down his cheek as he's running away.
No, it is influenced by dotard and bastard. So there is connection there. Mm-hmm.
This isn't over, you freaks! And he'll run out the door, leaving his cousins behind. Or leaving his cousin and his sister behind. Alright, so with that, combat is over.
I enjoy my little engine. By the way, you should go out of your way to try and break my device because I still have it.
I know. I'll get you yet. But yeah, that was a good litmus test because you guys have both advanced twice, so I can know.
None of my advancements came into play there at all, by the way.
Oh, cool.
Because my advancements was 1 to bring my focus up to 0, and then a move that didn't happen here because it's that's when you are engaged in combat with a superior opposition and openly refuse to back down or flee, that never triggered.
And yet the assumption was that I would min-max. The one
I
that
knew
wasted...
she would min-max. I also thought you would min-max.
Why? I wasted points.
All right. So, as he runs away, you are joined by a couple of people who heard the ruckus, but were a little bit later to get here. Quinn makes his appearance at the door. He looks and he sees the still smoldering beams above him and on the ground. He'll see the 3 of you. One of you, at least, is a little bit worse for wear in the middle. And he'd be like, what happened here? What the fuck was... What was going on? What... Did Dae-hyng fucking try something? He pointed out. He like points back out because he passed Dae-hyng on the way there.
Noae starts
He
putting
did.
out the
I gave him a
fires.
reminder of why he shouldn't. And
Fucking
Tapisa says
A.
that, and it looks like she beat him up or something, but she never even laid a finger on him.
Well, she probably left a few bruises or at least some
bruises
tatters
and
in his
some
clothes
scars.
from
Yeah,
the pummeling that he took.
yeah. But it wasn't like the reason he lied wasn't because she beat him up.
Yeah, it was because he was too proud and he got humiliated in this exact way.
Mm-hmm.
Truly awful.
And she's just striking him with words. I have a collection of easy rhymes, and I'm setting this up like every time there's a major enemy and Tapisa overthrows the balance. I'm going to come up with a chant that she uses against them.
Damn,
So I've seen him take hits like nobody's business, but I'm pretty sure he was crying on his way. I've never seen that. Who did?
Like I said, I gave him a reminder of. Oh, I just gave him a reminder that he's living up to his tradition in a bad way.
He just sighs in disbelief, and he's like, "Fucking A, right on, man."
It's fine. I get what you meant.
He'll be he'll call a truce by letting you right. I was gonna say by fist pump, but it would probably most likely be he would extend his arm to you in the traditional water tribe grasp. As you grasp your arms.
Yeah, she will return it. It's been a while. She's a little rusty. It takes her a second to realize what's up. Yeah.
Now Fawn and Fawn and Gon are going to. It was Gon and Fawn, right? Gon and Fawn are going to make haste behind him, asking similar questions. What happened? And they are actually going to see their cousins first, slumped over in the corner, and one of them's going to yell, "Jin! Jin!" Fawn is going to go over and try and revive Jin, the one that Dae-hyng knocked out in the corner. Now, did you in this time actually tuck in the other cousin?
Yeah, and I also put out the fires.
Oh, cool. If you want to, you can do that where these guys can see it.
I don't give a shit if they see it or not. Now it has zero shit to give.
Cool. All right. Cool. So just because I said that they already saw the smoldering beams, you put it out with them, and it kind of curries favor with them. The fact that a firebender has actively put out fire in front of them, it's kind of meaningful. But so yeah. I don't know that they're gonna notice the 2 feet peeking out from underneath the covers. So,
She's tucked in. She's not covered entirely. What are you talking about? Her head's out. I don't want her to suffocate.
Her head is out. Okay, her head is out. Then yeah, Quay is just slumbering in the bed. But nobody's really gonna pay her any mind. Quinn is going to now go to you, who you are a little worse for wear at this point. How did you you got full fatigue, right?
Yeah.
So which condition did you mark?
I was thinking angry originally, but I'm thinking I'm gonna go with guilty.
Guilty. Okay. So
yeah. I also have 3 fatigue as a note because my 2 techniques that I levied against him at the end there were cool. Each cost a fatigue to use.
All right. Awesome. Dae-hyng, how are you doing? Just so I know.
I think 2 fatigue, yeah.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah, just 2.
Yeah, he's going to make a beeline directly to Noae, who is he's the one, or she's the one that he's most concerned about. He'd be like, "Oh my god," he'll lean down to you to kind of put his eyes on your level. and be like, "Are you okay? Are you?
I'm fine. Don't fuss.
Are you sure?"
Worse things have happened to me.
I mean, considering the wreckage around him, he really hopes that you're kind of just being nice.
Probably not. She starts digging through her things.
Yeah. I am going to make sure that they pay. Like, I gotta tell somebody. I gotta let the higher ups in the family know. Okay. God, look after. Oh shit. It is at this point now that he notices his other cousin in the bed. Ah, fuck. Okay. Look after all of these guys. Get them to the wake the doctor. Okay? I'm going to go get help. Okay. And he'll run away.
Tapisa is going to go up to Noae at this point and say, "Hey, you did good. Yeah, it was impressive what you did back there. You did well holding your own."
I can usually do better. She walks past.
I am trying to guide and comfort here.
Yeah, I was gonna say, are you triggering the guide and comfort move?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm attempting to.
Yeah.
So
yeah, go ahead.
So she'll
and roll
go
for
past
that.
if she can.
Harmony.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So Harmony is wrong. Oh, wrong. Room. I got. I was like, why isn't the roll coming up? Oh, it's because I'm in the wrong thing. Harmony for me is +2, I believe. Yes.
All right. Also, I meant to say it earlier, but I think it's still relevant that I'm gonna push your balance toward action because of the things that you specifically said.
Yeah, sure.
And she did action.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying not to because action's kind of vague in just the word itself, and it's really hard to not be like, okay, you're pushing your balance toward action because you're doing anything, period.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, that's not how it is.
Yeah. It's acting instead of just doing the talk of the talk.
Acting instead of specifically trying to take the passive or the
forgiving approach.
Yeah.
So that's that's a 9. Which I think just does the thing. I need to kind of move around between different tabs here.
Yeah, I only say that because I played with an idealist before, and they ended up going almost all the way to losing their balance strictly, not exclusively, but in part because they were just fighting and they were participating in the fights that I put them in. So
yeah, that's good.
But yeah, if you're making active action to involve yourself in
this one potentially made enemies, so I would definitely say it's action considering.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So that's a 9. I'm going to spend my prepared to add 1 to that roll, bring it up to 10.
Okay.
Which is probably going to backfire because I don't think you're accepting my guide and comfort.
Hey, Peihan, I would also love you to move your balance toward unity because you also participated in this fight and you actively took out one of your cousins who was representing your heritage.
They're being a dick to my friend.
Yeah, I mean for real, and you're acting in accordance with that. It's somebody who would have gone off the rails. Somebody who would have gone off the rails as far as heritage would not have participated in that fight, and so you did. Okay. Yeah. All right. So yeah,
I'm gonna be guilty then and reduce my fatigue by 2.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
She does say thank you, but I think I could have done better.
Yeah, if they embrace your guidance and comfort, I might also shift their balance. I'm going to shift your balance towards center.
Okay, I'm at 0 then.
Mm-hmm.
You're taking away my superpower.
I'm putting you at center for XP.
Yeah, she's helping you out.
But I can only do it when I'm excellent. I can only do my super stuff when I'm... Well, actually, I can do something else when I'm at
Yeah, you've got community stuff that you can do.
Now, extraordinary skill is two sides of a coin. When I'm
Yeah.
veering towards any direction, it does something.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah. As you are going to leave the room, Gon at this point is going.
I'm not
to
leaving
be
the
like,
room.
Okay. Well, Gon is going to go ahead and go check on, make sure that Quay's pulse is still there. He
Uppercuts never killed anyone but Harry Houdini. Thank you very much.
Oh yeah, actually, I forgot the thing. It's forgotten comfort. They may clear a condition or two fatigue, and you may ask one question they must answer honestly, which I think Tapisa is just going to ask.
Yep.
Are you okay?
Okay enough.
All right.
And
she gives you like a pat on the shoulder or maybe on the head. If now I would let that.
Yeah, she lets it. She looks a little distracted. She's looking at something in her hands.
Yeah, she does that. He gives a little pat and is like, yeah.
Oh.
There.
I'm glad. I'm glad you're okay.
So Gon is going to walk over to Quay and check her pulse, make sure she's alive. He's gonna be like, "Wow, you guys really did a number on her. I don't know that I've ever seen anybody but Dae-hyng beat her. Which one of you actually did this? I'm gonna."
Tapisa just points a finger at Noae.
Right on.
Now it goes up to Dae-hyng. Hi.
Hello.
I'm sorry about dinner. You seemed upset. And then I broke part of your house.
Yeah, I guess we all broke part of the house.
Are you trying to guide and comfort?
No, she's trying to apologize.
Okay.
She reaches up and hands her the doll she was trying to make, but it looks like it's been damaged by all the ruckus. I tried to make you a gift, but it got fucked up.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, with that, I'm gonna shift your balance once more to court community.
Okay.
I felt like that was the same thing, but okay.
I don't know that was the same action because you started making that doll well before all of this happened.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think you're at +1 community now. Congratulations! I think this is a new record. But yeah, if you're not specifically going to try and guide and comfort and roll for that,
I don't know if that counts as guide and comfort. If it is, then I'll roll for it, but I'm not gonna.
I think it would because you're specifically apologizing for putting Crow
I'll roll for it.
I think it would if you want that, but it's only if you want the upsides of all of that.
Yeah, it's a hit.
It's a hit. Cool. All right, go for it. So basically, you're trying to clear. What are you trying to do, actually?
It's up to them.
Yeah.
They get to choose.
Guidance and comfort, or they shut you down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Crow, you get to either clear a condition or clear 2 fatigue. And then you may ask one. Oh no, that's to Noae. Or you can resist shifting your. Well, no, never mind. You don't have any conditions. Do you have any fatigue?
I do have fatigue, so I'll clear that.
So you can clear that, yeah. With a harmony. You rolled with harmony, right? Jordan?
Yeah.
Okay.
Noae has no weaknesses. Noae is perfect.
Okay, so just to be clear, Crow.
Yeah.
You have 2 choices. You can either embrace their guidance, which is him or just Noae apologizing, or you can rebuff the apology and shut her down. Just so that you know that you have both of those choices.
Would I rebuff them?
I'm just making sure.
I gave them a doll that got fucked up. Why would they say no to that?
They made a doll. I like making things. I make swords.
Well, maybe
it's a little doll that looks like Daequan. It has a sword. What do you why are you saying that she should rebuff that? Horrible.
I'm not saying that she should. I'm just
if Daequan, if he rebuff that would be terrible.
Yeah, that would be. Well, I mean, I'm saying that there's an avenue where
the sword is made out of tiny twigs.
His character feels guilty about abandoning the heritage in such a way, like he felt spurred on to do it. Maybe he feels bad, but no, I think that this is the right call.
There's also a part of himself that knows that the firebending is a part of him.
Yes, good, awesome.
So
yeah,
down.
Yeah, you can't beat it down. It's not allowed. But yeah, so you clear that fatigue. But Gon is going to look up from Quay, and he's going to look at the two of you, Tapisa and Noae, and he's like, "You two come with me. We're gonna need to get you to the infirmary." He's going to take Quay out of the bed. He's going to hoist her over his shoulder. This guy, if I didn't mention, is 6'1" and pretty built. His sister, his twin sister, is 5'11" and just as built.
Uh-huh.
She will pick up Jin, the other cousin, and throw him over her shoulder, and they will accompany you to the infirmary, where you guys will get looked at by the nurse that's there, and you all regain all of your fatigue.
Ooh, nice. Yeah. A little flavor thing is if Noae wants to, Tapisa will carry her on her shoulders.
Nah, Noae is currently feeling guilty. She doesn't want to inhibit anyone.
Didn't she clear that?
No.
Because of the young comfort?
I cleared fatigue instead.
Jordan purposefully chose not to, and I'm like, here I am thinking, like, well, I'm gonna have you clear all your fatigue, but it seems like he wants to stick around with that.
Yeah, I want to be guilty. If I'm not gonna, why would I not want to be guilty for like a little bit? Like, I want to RP.
Yeah, fair enough.
There you go.
Pay some costs on behalf of others, those who feel you've wronged or let down, to clear it. So yeah.
Yeah, so he'll just have to make something up to you guys in the future. But yeah, he wants to live with this for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you guys go down to the infirmary. There's a nurse in all white. She just got woken up, quite frankly, so she's still a little groggy, but she sobers up almost immediately when she sees the shape that you guys are in. And she's like, "Oh, good Lord, who did this to you?" It's at this point that Dae-hyng, your mother, bursts into the room with Quinn quickly in tow. She will be like, "My baby!" and she'll wrap her arms around you. "Oh, are you okay?" Yeah.
On me.
What was that? Sorry, you cut out.
Oh, they couldn't even land a hit on me.
Oh, thank goodness. Oh, yeah, my big strapping young man. I knew you'd be okay. And you, she'll go, she'll look now toward the both of you. Oh my goodness. This is... Well, good Lord. All right. I'm trying to find the words within my own head, because this is like a high stress moment for her. This is not a manner becoming of the Choi household. I am so sorry on behalf of my nephew and everyone that hurt you. This This is not what I wanted. And she'll put her hand in her she'll put her head in her hand in a very, very sad manner.
It's okay. It's always the same anyway.
She's too distraught at this point to unpack exactly what you said.
Fire
And like the
Nation,
nurse,
Fire Nation try to beat me up. Earthbenders try to beat me up. Waterbenders try to beat me up. It's the norm.
It shouldn't be happening here, says Quinn. We're better than this, right? And he'll put his hand on Peihan's shoulder, and he'll he'll look directly into your eye, and he's going to try and shift your balance.
Again?
Yeah.
You trying to
I'm
move?
all the way back to normal, huh?
Well, if you resist, you can resist, but he'll try and shift your balance, and if he is successful, then I would love it if you could affirm him.
Wait, what did he say again?
He'll say that this is not behavior becoming of the Choi family. And he'll specifically go to you for big ups on that statement.
Big ups.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're better than that.
All right. So yeah, you can shift your balance back to towards neutral.
I'm center now. Yeah.
Cool. He'll.
I'm done being a edgelord for now.
Yeah. No. He actually takes great solace in that. He'll smile very brightly because he remembers, like, obviously the dinner that happened just a little bit before, where you guys you kind of left the room dejected because you really wanted to prove that the family was better in a way that he kind of didn't agree with, or that you didn't need to give in to your Fire Nation side. And he doesn't really even see it that way. He sees it like it can be balanced between both. So seeing that this agreement within you, it fills him with great joy. So yeah, the nurse will take the lull in the conversation to usher you, to just rush you guys to your beds. Lie down quickly. I need to have a look at the two of you. Gon and Fawn are going to flop their two cousins onto the beds, or onto two different beds next to you. It's taken as it's done without much care, so they kind of just flop down without laying them down. Then the two of them fist pound each other like another job well done. All right, so at this point, your mother, Peihan, is going to be like, there will be severe consequences, and she will make eye contact with all three of you for these three and their actions. They were going to be on the team tomorrow, but obviously we can't trust them with the three of you.
Tapisa is going to speak up. Don't go too hard on them. They're misguided. They think they're living up to their heritage, living up to those that I'm trying to think of how she words to say that, because she doesn't. She has the words already, but they're trying to think of they're trying to live up to their community and trying to protect the heritage of this fine Earth Kingdom village by defending against the Fire Nation. And while their target was incorrect, while they struck against someone they shouldn't have, I suspect they're just misguided.
Oh, they're definitely misguided. I'm gonna misguide my foot up their ass. So I'm smiling impishly because I know, or at least I suspect what you're trying to do is get me to move your forgiveness back to the dead center. But quite frankly, I can't not.
It doesn't matter. I already guided and comforted.
Did that move your balance? Did we say that moved your balance?
No, guiding and comforting doesn't move my balance. It just counts for the XP.
Okay, gotcha.
It's the same as did you guide a character towards balance or end the session at your center. So
gotcha. Yeah. So you already did that, but your balance.
I am still
Your balance is back to center because, quite frankly, that I'm not. Yeah. I'm morally obligated to to put that at forgiveness. So yeah. She will be like, I appreciate, and she'll put her hand on your shoulder. I appreciate your forgiveness, but this is, as I've said, manner unbecoming of our family. And she will rush off.
I think. Okay. If she rushes off, then yeah, we're gonna skip this. But if she had stuck around,
what did you want to do?
Yeah. If she had stuck around a little bit longer, Tapisa was going to trigger your rule stink, because tradition is what got you guys into this problem in the first place.
No, she's gonna rush off at this point because she has got not only a family member to find, but to I don't know, apprehend is the right word, but figure out how to get a hold of so that she can enact her own kind of family justice.
Track down.
Yeah, track down. Those are the words. All right. So one last thing. Quinn will follow your mother, and the twins will also follow suit. It'll just be you and the nurse, but a little bit after. Unless you guys wanted to do something in the very minutes after this occurred. But yeah, a little bit after your father Dae-hyng comes in. He walks in, he's kind of a very solemn man. He stands up straight, and he does everything with the kind of grace and decorum that is very learned. It helps him greatly with his calligraphy and also his swordplay. But yeah, he's going to walk in and he's going to look at the three of you and be like, I simply wanted to reiterate my feelings of immense contrition toward our family, or from our family toward you three. We greatly appreciate the help that you will be giving us, and we apologize most profusely for the actions of this few. Though, if I'm being honest, they might not have been the only ones who feel this way about you.
Yeah, I get it. Everyone hates me. I understand. She flops backwards onto her back.
He will rush toward you without sacrificing any of his grace. He will put his hands on both of your shoulders and be like, you are not the problem. I need you to know this.
What he said.
Dead in the eyes. And he'll say, you were just born of terrible circumstance. Outside of your control. You are fine. I want to desperately and emphatically thank you for helping me, my family, and my son in your quest. I know that this must be difficult for you, facing the bigotry that often befalls people of your abilities, deserved or not.
The little sparks of fire light up around Noae, and she looks him dead in the eye and says, "No, it's really fucking easy to deal with all the bigotry. That's not the thing I'm upset about." And she stomps out like a little kid.
He'll. He was attempting to guide and comfort you.
You already know what happened.
Yeah.
They
Now.
inflict a condition on you, and you shift their balance in response.
Noae's the most dangerous person to comfort.
So
far, Tapisa has been the only one who's managed to do it successfully.
Here's the deal. What he was trying to do was he was trying to shift your balance toward community. If you want to resist, I'm gonna have you roll.
She said no.
She said no. Okay.
Yeah, well, that shifting the balance is what happens when you say no, or I think.
When you resist,
if you were
shifting
guiding
balance,
comfort, it's just
well, I don't know that NPCs can guide and comfort.
So then they were trying to do the other thing.
They were trying to shift your balance.
So I rolled to resist.
Yeah, you rolled to resist. That's the deal.
Roll with your principal, I believe.
Yeah, you roll with your principal. And it'll actually be -1 because you're rolling with the excellence principle because he's trying to move you toward a community.
I don't know. It's they roll with the thing that they're trying to.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So he's trying.
I have the thing. Hold on, one sec.
So he's trying to roll on it. It says roll on a hit. It doesn't say roll with.
I'm pulling. I have the whole thing. Give me a second.
Go for it.
I need to find.
When you resist shifting your NPC shifting your balance, roll on.
Oh, you roll without a modifier. No set applies.
Roll without a modifier. Yeah. Sorry about all that. Just roll.
It's the other one.
I already kind of rolled, but it wasn't on purpose. Do you want me to just take it?
No, roll. Roll with purpose.
Roll with purpose. Roll with God.
Hit. Okay.
It's tonight call out that rolls with the principal. That's it.
Yeah. That's the one. Because he wasn't trying to make you act. He was trying to comfort you in a way that makes you feel welcomed. So yeah, you get to choose two of those following: clear a condition or mark a growth by immediately acting to prove them wrong. Shift your balance toward or the opposite principle. Learn what their principle is if they have one. If you already know, you can take one forward against them.
I shift back towards excellence.
Cool. And now, so you're back at center, I believe?
Yeah.
Cool. And then, yeah. What else would you like to do? Because you could do two.
No, I can do one. It was a hit.
See, on a... I keep thinking, on a hit. Because here's the deal. They fucking changed the, They change the vocabulary of this constantly. If it's on a hit, it's supposed to mean on a 10+. On a soft hit or something they call it, that's a 7 to 9. But
all the stuff I see is hit and full hit.
Full hit.
Full hit.
Okay, so just for now on, hit is 7 to 9. Full hit is 10 up. Okay. So yeah, you can just do one. You shift your balance back to center, and you storm out of the room.
Honestly, I just read hit as straight up. Just that's a success. That's a 7 to 10+.
Yeah, I mean, but the deal is that pretty much every move there's a distinction between. Yeah. There is no move where it's 7 up. Makes it.
I know how PBTA works.
I
know how.
Wanted to finish my sentence.
Why?
All right. So yeah. He'll put his head again in his hands, much like his wife did. And he'll look to the two of you. And he'll say, I hope that she finds her place in this world. And then
Maybe try not pushing her into a place for her.
are you trying to do anything with that, or are you just trying to make your point?
I'm quipping. I don't know, like that
Just
might
being
be a
sharp
thing.
tongue. Just being sharp
Yeah.
tongue. It's fine.
Yeah. No, I'm not even sure anything. Yeah, I'm looking at demeanor acerbic. No, that's just how she is.
Kindness is a virtue, and we all could do with more of it. I was merely trying to spread it to others. I intended no offense. I do apologize, and he'll give you the traditional Earth Kingdom bow. If I have offended. Dae-hyng,
Yes.
you're doing okay, I presume?
Better than before.
Then get your rest, son. You've got a big day ahead of you. And I suspect, with these vacancies, I might be called upon to assist. He'll clap you on the shoulder and he'll be like, now, off to bed. Not a moment too soon. And he will walk out of the room. Obviously, it's up to you whether or not you decide to oblige him. But yeah, you guys are just in the room. Noae is on her lonesome. It is 17. We got like just under 20 minutes until the end. If we wanted to, we could stop there.
Yeah, that's like a pretty good space, unless anybody has any final scenes they want to do.
Yeah, it would just be Noae finding some place to curl up in for Noae. That's the only thing that she's doing.
I would say if you don't want to be outside, because there are plenty of places, like there are plenty of bushes or trees or anything to like hole up in. You can either do outside, or you can go up into the attic, where there's plenty of musty, dusty things, and it's reminiscent, I would say, of the home that you kind of made for yourself in Cranefish Town.
Yeah, she would probably go into the attic just because she likes high up spots. That's what makes her feel comfortable.
Cat. She likes high up spots.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would say that there's even like some old cushions lying around. They'll be musty, dusty, and mildewy, but you can even make a makeshift bed out of it, and you can use that to get some well-needed rest.
Yeah, she does.
All right. So yeah, if we want to, we can stop there, and the next morning we'll pick up on the day of your intrepid endeavors in the cave system.
Dun dun.
Dun dun. When did we start watching Law and Order?
The beginning.
Got it.
It's always been Law and Order. You just didn't know.
Oh no. Yeah, no, that's not. Watching that back as an adult with opinions on the police, that's not a very fun show. Or I mean, like.
What, you don't like?
It was never a very fun show to watch, but it's propaganda through and through.
Yeah.
It's weird how that works.
Yeah, I know, right? But so yeah, okay. We'll take this opportunity to break here, and we will count up XP. So instead of doing it last time where Crow got confused, we're gonna do the overarching growth questions first. The everybody growth questions first. Did you learn something challenging, exciting, or complicated about the world? I would say no.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact that this dude is that conflicted about the Fire Nation, he's willing to attack people in his own home at night.
I wouldn't say he's conflicted.
I would also say that
I would
Noae
say-
doesn't isn't surprised by this.
Mhm.
I would say Dae-hyng is conflicted. I would say he's made up his mind.
Mhm.
So I would say no for that one.
Oh.
Did you stop a dangerous threat or solve a community problem?
Yes.
Yes, emphatically yes. I was even gonna say I don't know. Noae, do you consider Daequan as dangerous? But
And temperamental child.
We all know that he's a temperamental child, but he nevertheless is pretty dangerous. So yeah, did you guide a companion toward balance or end your session at your center?
Yes and yes.
Yeah.
I believe everybody actually ended at their center.
Mhm.
Mhm.
For the first time, yeah.
So yeah, you get that. You get that, Dae-hyng. All right. And then now we'll go down our individual ones. So I'm looking at the wrong thing. Yeah. Still looking at the wrong thing. Where the fuck are your guys' character sheets?
You just want me to say them? Say mine?
I can also do that.
Go for it. Yeah.
Did you express gratitude to a companion for their presence, support, or teachings?
Did you? I don't think you did.
I mean, the most I did was like a thank you to Tapisa for, the kind words. But I guess that's technically
wasn't
support, but eh.
When did you do that? What were the kind words?
It was the guiding comfort.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
I said thanks, but I could have done better.
Thanks, you could have done better. You know what? I'll let you have it. Because you did the text of it is did you express gratitude?
Mhm.
Did you express gratitude to a companion? Yeah, you did. You did. Did you resolve Crow, this one's for you. Did you resolve an issue or conflict relying on something other than your trainings? I
Nope.
don't think so.
I keep forgetting to do that. Like, how do I do that?
Yeah, because you've got 2 trainings, and like this part of the arc is largely revolving around your inner turmoil as that goes. But yeah, I would just get more involved verbally if you want, and you don't even have to like come up with the words. You could just say, "Hey, I would like to intervene here and say this kind of thing." I'm trying to think. I'll have a think on what my advice to you would be for that as the week goes.
Right.
All right, and Liv, did you improve the lives of average citizens or help an ordinary person with their problems?
Did I? I mean, would you count dealing with this dude who's like attacking guests in their home as improving lives?
Improve the lives of average citizens. I wouldn't say. I think the person whose life you actively improved was Noae, and I wouldn't consider them an ordinary person.
She did also like try and make an effort to like have them go lenient on the people who attacked.
Yeah, but
Did it work?
just out of character, she took your forgiveness into account, or she marked it and then was gonna ignore it.
Yeah, fair enough. All right. So that's a no then.
Yeah. All right. So that's it. I believe that's 2 for pretty much everybody. Or nah, it's 2 for everybody, 3 for Jordan.
Mhm.
All right. I'm gonna have to start throwing harder guys at you.
Why?
Because you guys are advancing pretty quick.
Yeah, but the advancement doesn't really make us more combat capable. Not like fully. It just kind of makes us more rounded.
Finally get another level up.
Hell yeah! There you go.
Too.
There you go.
I get a 3rd.
All right. So yeah, I swear, I go into this each time thinking, okay, I've got the rules down. I've got them down pat. I've got everything memorized, and then I get into it. And I'm like, fuck, I need to read the rules again.
Mhm.
But so yeah, other than that,
Mhm.
if you have any questions, comments, concerns, criticisms, obviously, love to hear them. And so yeah, that was the session. I hope you all enjoyed.
Bye, stream.
You.
Bye, stream.